Happy Friday, everybody. Thank God Friday's here. Man, what a week, huh? Sucks. But hey, depending on where you live, you only got half a day left before the weekend is here. Thank God. Hope you're having a great week. Hope it's not too hot. We're here in Southeast Texas. We're in a freaking drought. Man, it hasn't rained in like over a month. Trying to keep your yard alive, and then the town I live in says, hey, we got to restrict water. You can only water 1 day a week. And I'm thinking, if I can only water 1 day a week, why don't I just save that water and let my yard die? It's getting ridiculous. Second year in a row we've had a big drought like this in Southeast Texas. Sucks. I guess that's life down here in the South. Hey, we are going to do Mountain West, PAC-12, SEC, Sunbelt conference previews. Got a lot of news items to get to. 15 days. 2 weeks from tomorrow, the college football season starts. That first weekend, we have, 6, 7, 8 games, something like that. Not too big of a slate, but hey, if you're a college football freak like me, you've been looking forward to that first weekend. All right, so, like I said, we got a lot of news to get to. Let's get to some news. Before we start, hit that subscribe button down there. Listen to the show sometime this afternoon. Watch it. It's Friday afternoon. Who the hell wants to work anyway? So, give you something to do. Kill some time. All right. I think we all know Arizona State, and Utah joining the Big 12. Washington and Oregon joining USC and UCLA joining the Big 10. Washington State Cougars athletic director Pat Chun says mismanagement has caused the breakup of the historic Pac-12. And I agree with him. The commissioner, what's his name? Tatiti or something like that. I forget what his name is. I didn't know too much about the guy until last year when I watched Pac-12 Media Days. He comes out and makes a statement and says, okay, we'll take questions now. He brings 2 other guys out there on the stage to answer questions. I'm like, aren't you the lead of this conference? Aren't you the leader? Why are you bringing these other people out? All these other conference, Big Ten day or media days, I've seen Big Ten, SEC, ACC. The commissioner gave a statement, and then he answered questions himself. This guy brings out 2 other guys, and ever since then, I wasn't really a big fan of the guy. After he's pretty much destroyed a historic conference like that, yeah, that guy sucks. He sucks ass, so let's just all face it. Cal and Stanford, they expressed a interest in joining the ACC. ACC presidents actually met this week to discuss it, but they hit some kind of a roadblock. So, Cal and Stanford may be without a home, just like, I don't know what Washington State and Oregon State's going to do yet, but Cal and Stanford look like they may be without a home. ACC was also looking at SMU. Not sure what happened with that. Have to read up about that. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey says he feels sadness over the Pac-12 breaking up. Like I said, I'm sad about it too. I've been watching back when it was PAC-8. Came to Pac-10 in 1978, I think. That's how old I am. So I remember the old PAC-8. Great games out there, great players. It's sad that how pretty much one man has just flushed a good conference like that down the toilet. I don't know. Still no word if Washington State or Oregon State are in talks with anyone. I guess they're weighing their options, seeing what they're going to do. Longtime Ohio State athletic director Gene Smith, he's going to retire next year. He's been there since 2005, so he's been there a long time. Says he wants to spend times with the kids and grandkids, so that's cool. Man, good luck in your retirement, man, and enjoy it. We all strive to retire one day. Georgia Tech, they have partnered with Hyundai. Hyundai will pay them $55 million over 20 years to put their name on Bobby Dodd Stadium. So, good pay out there for Georgia Tech. Auburn President Christopher Roberts says, fans, you can now start rolling Tumor's Corner again. Those oak trees are healthy. Roll your brains out up there. They actually, after that idiot, what was his name, Updike killed the trees. God, that was like, 12, 13 years ago. Well, they planted some new ones, and in I think it was 2014 or 2015, they ended up catching on fire, and they had to replant them again in 2017. But yeah, the Auburn president says, roll away. Those trees are healthy. Let's bring the tradition back. So if you're at Toomer's Corner during this Auburn football season and y'all win, you can roll the trees with them. Georgia, they fire recruiting staffer Tori Bowles. Remember, she was one of the ones that survived that horrible car crash back in January that killed the other staff member. I think she may be on the recruiting team and then a player. Yeah, well, they fired her less than a month after filing a lawsuit against the university's athletic association. School says she refused to cooperate with the investigation. Her attorney says it's retaliation for her suing the school. So that legal stuff, man, that can get so complicated sometimes. Who knows who's the truth, who isn't. But anyway, yeah, they fired her. Man, this Iowa thing, it was big, then it chilled out, now it's big again. 4 more Iowa State football players and 3 more Iowa football players have been charged in the state's investigation into sports wagering. Investigation has found out that some of those players bet on the games they were playing in. So, man, we all know about point shaving. Remember Boston College several years ago, and it's happened to other things too. That's bad, man. I mean, that's seriously bad there. More to come, I'm sure. Last bit of news, the FCS, Coastal Athletic Association, renamed themselves. They were the Colonial Athletic Association. Why they renamed themselves, I don't know. Probably some woke stuff. Hey, Bryant is their newest member. That makes 16 universities now in the Coastal Athletic Association. So good for them. They are growing. All right, get to the conference previews. We're going to start off. We've been doing it in alphabetical order. So start off now, Mountain West. Air Force Falcons, 10-3, 5-3 last year. Beat Baylor in the Armed Forces Bowl. Hey, 6 on offense, 7 on defense coming back. Not too bad. Robert Moore, Sam Houston, Navy and Army, of course, on their non-conference schedule. Boise State Broncos, 10-4, 8-0 last year. Lost the Mountain West Conference Championship to Fresno State. Beat North Texas, though, in the Frisco Bowl. Washington, Central Florida, North Dakota, and Memphis, all on their non-conference schedule. Colorado State Rams, they've been needing some help lately. 3-9, 3-5 last year. Boise State, I forgot to mention. 9 starters on offense coming back, 5 on defense. Offense might have some firepower. Colorado State Rams, 3-9, 3-5 last year. 4 on offense, 8 on defense returning. Washington State, Colorado, Middle Tennessee, and Utah Tech are all on their non-conference schedule. Fresno State Bulldogs, 10-4, 7-1. Like we mentioned, Boise State lost to them in the Mountain West Championship. Fresno State Mountain West champions. They also won the Los Angeles Bowl against Washington State. Finished last year on a big high. But 4 starters coming back on offense. 7 on defense, so that's a little better, but 4 only on offense. Purdue, Eastern Washington, Arizona State, and Kent State, all part of their non-conference schedule. Hawaii, Rainbow Warriors, 3-10, 2-6 last year. I really thought with Timmy Chung coming back that he would really jumpstart that program. Former player who was badass. Remember him when he was quarterback? Man, they just didn't have a good year. And it doesn't look much better. 3 on offense coming back. That's it. 3 starters on offense. 7 on defense, so see what their defense can do. But just like last year, first game is against Vanderbilt. Then they got Stanford, Albany, and Oregon. So Nevada Wolfpack, 2-10, 0-8 last year. 4 on offense, 6 on defense coming back. USC, Idaho, Kansas, Texas State, part of their non-conference schedule. New Mexico Lobos, 2-10, 0-8 last year. 4 on offense, 2 starters coming back on defense. Texas A&M, Tennessee Tech, New Mexico State, and UMass, non-conference schedule. San Diego State Aztecs, 7-6, 5-3. Lost the Hawaii Bowl to Middle Tennessee. 4 on offense, 2 on defense coming back. Not too good. Ohio, Idaho State, UCLA, Oregon State, all part of their non-conference schedule. Continuing, San Jose State Spartans, 7-5, 5-3, lost the Idaho Potato Bowl to Eastern Michigan. But hey, 7 on offense, 6 on defense coming back. That's not too bad. They might have a good team. Oregon State, and their non-conferences, Oregon State, Cal Poly, Toledo. Oregon State they'll probably have a problem with. Not so much probably Cal Poly. Toledo could give them a fight, but Toledo just hasn't been Toledo these last couple of years. UNLV Rebels, 5-7, 3-5. 5 on offense, 6 on defense coming back. Bryant, Michigan, Vanderbilt, and UTEP on their non-conference schedule. Utah State Aggies, 6-7, 5-3. They lost the First Responder Bowl to Memphis. 4 on offense, 4 on defense coming back. Iowa, Idaho State, James Madison, UConn, part of their non-conference schedule. Wyoming Cowboys, the mighty Cowboys, 7-6, 5-3 last year. Lost the Arizona Bowl to the Ohio Bobcats. 5 on offense coming back, all right, but 10 on defense. Cowboy defense is probably going to be pretty good this year. They have Texas Tech, Portland State, Texas, and Appalachian State on their non-conference. Texas Tech, Texas, and Appalachian State. Those are probably going to be tough games. Not sure much about Portland State. They might beat them. Let's do the Pac-12. The last year, the mighty Pac-12, because one man doesn't know how to run a conference. So we'll go through this. Arizona Wildcats, 5-7, 3-6. 8 starters coming back on offense, 3 on defense. Northern Arizona, Mississippi State, and UTEP, part of their non-conference schedule. Arizona State Sun Devils, 3-9, 2-7 last year. 5 on offense, 5 on defense coming back. Southern Utah, Oklahoma State, and Fresno State. Oklahoma State, Fresno State, going to be some tough games for Arizona State. Wouldn't that be something? Fresno State beat them? Wow. Cal Golden Bears, looking for a home still. 4-8, 2-7. 8 on offense, 10 on defense coming back, though. You never know. This could be their audition to get into a good conference if they have a good season. North Texas, Auburn, and Idaho on their non-conference schedule. I don't think they'll beat Auburn, but, man, they could give them a good game. 8 on offense coming back, 10 on defense. Like I said, I don't think they'll beat them, but, man, they could give them a scare. You never know. See how they do. Colorado Buffaloes, only ways up from where they are. They were 1-11, 1-8 last year. 4 on offense coming back, 2 on defense. TCU, Nebraska, Colorado State is on their non-conference schedule. Interesting to see how Dion does in his first year. Oregon Ducks, 10-3, 7-2 last year. Won the Holiday Bowl, beat North Carolina. 5 on offense, 6 on defense coming back. Portland State, Texas Tech, and Hawaii, part of their non-conference schedule. Oregon State Beavers, 10-3, 6-3. Won the Las Vegas Bowl, beat Florida. 7 on offense, not too bad. 5 on defense coming back. San Jose State, UC Davis, Sacramento State, all on their non-conference schedule. Stanford, another one of those teams looking for a home, 3-9, 1-8 last year. Boy, they've really fallen. Man, remember those good teams David Shaw had several years ago? And I don't know what happened. 2 on offense, so 3 on defense coming back. Hawaii, Sacramento State, and Notre Dame on their non-conference schedule. UCLA Bruins, 9-4, 6-3, lost the Sunbelt to Pitt. Man, that was a damn good bowl game. I remember that game. Very, very good bowl game. 3 on offense, 7 on defense coming back. Coastal Carolina, San Diego State, and North Carolina Central on their non-conference. The rival, USC Trojans, 11-3, 8-1, lost the Pac-12 title to Utah. Lost the Cotton Bowl to Tulane. I think they took Tulane lightly. I've seen Tulane a few times last year. I knew they were a good team. I just had a feeling they were going to win, and they won. Should have bet on it. 6 on offense, 8 on defense coming back. San Jose State, Nevada, Notre Dame, their non-conference schedule. Utah Utes, Pac-12 champions, 10-4, 7-2, lost the Rose Bowl to Penn State. 6 on offense, 7 on defense coming back, not bad. Start off the year again this year with Florida, Remember how they went down there to Florida and lost? Everybody's like, oh man, Florida's going to be awesome. And, well, they weren't. Yeah, Florida, and they got Baylor and Weber State. Washington Huskies, they did a big turnaround last year. 11-2, 7-2, beat Texas in the Alamo Bowl. 7 on offense, 7 on defense coming back. Boise State, Tulsa, Michigan State, all on their non-conference schedule. Michigan State game will be in Seattle this year. No, it'll be in East Lansing this year. It was in Seattle last year, and that was a good game until about the third quarter. And then Huskies just started kind of running with it. Washington State Cougars, 7-6, 4-5. Lost the LA Bowl to Fresno State. 6 on offense, 5 on defense coming back. Colorado State, Wisconsin, Northern Colorado on their non-conference schedule. Pac-12 real quick. I think I've said this before. I don't know why they took Colorado. I guess they want the Denver TV market or something. But to me, Hawaii would have made a bit more sense. Pac-12 has such a rich tradition in softball and baseball, and Colorado has neither one of those teams. They don't field softball or baseball. And Hawaii does, and Hawaii's had some decent ones. So I've always figured, why wouldn't they take Hawaii? Why did they take Colorado? And I was like, well, maybe they want the Denver TV market. But if they take Hawaii, they got the entire Honolulu TV market. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm sitting here and Doofus is sitting over there in California somewhere wrecking the Pac-12. I don't know. SEC, last year divisions. Going to no divisions soon. I think next year. Starting in the East, Florida Gators, 6-7, 3-5. Lost the Las Vegas Bowl to Oregon State. 3 on offense, 4 on defense coming back. Not good for the mighty Gators. Especially when you got Utah, McNeese, Charlotte, Florida State on your non-conference schedule. Utah and Florida State, that's going to be tough. McNeese, you don't know what you're going to get. Some years you get a damn good team, and some years you just get a mediocre FCS team. So who knows? Georgia Bulldogs, your national champions, 15-0, 8-0, won the SEC, beat LSU. Won the semifinals, beat Ohio State. National championship game, I can't say they beat TCU. I can say they just wiped them off the map. 6 on offense, 7 on defense coming back. UT Martin, Ball State, UAB, and Georgia Tech. They're non-conference. Kentucky Wildcats, 7-6, 3-5. Lost the Music City Bowl to Iowa. Hey, 7 on offense coming back. 5 on defense. Ball State, Eastern Kentucky, Akron, and Louisville. Part of the non-conference schedule. Missouri Tigers, 6-7, 3-5. Lost the Gasparilla Bowl to Wake Forest. 6 on offense, 8 on defense. Maybe watch out. We'll see. South Dakota, Middle Tennessee, Kansas State, Memphis on their non-conference schedule. South Carolina Gamecocks, 8-5, 4-4. Lost the Gator Bowl to Notre Dame. 5 on offense, 4 on defense coming back. North Carolina, Furman, Jacksonville State, and Clemson are their non-conference schedule. Tennessee, making some stride. 11-2, 6-2. Won the Orange Bowl, beat Clemson. 7 on offense coming back, 5 on defense. Virginia, Austin Peay, UTSA, and UConn. Non-conference schedules. Vanderbilt Commodores, they made some noise there towards the end of the season. I think that was the first time in years they won 2 back-to-back SEC games, I think. 5-7, 2-6. 6 on offense, 4 on defense. Hawaii, Alabama, A&M, Wake Forest, and UNLV. SEC West, Alabama Crimson Tide, 11-2, 6-2, beat K-State in the Sugar Bowl. 4 on offense, 5 on defense. A lot of talk the last few months about who their quarterback is going to be. Middle Tennessee, Texas, that rematch, that'll be in Tuscaloosa this year. South Florida, Chattanooga. Arkansas Razorbacks, 7-6, 3-5. I expected Arkansas to be a lot better than they have been. Remember, what was that, 2 years ago? Texas was a good team. Texas came to town. They beat Texas. I figured after that game they're going to start making strides, but I don't know, man. 7-6, 3-5 last year. Won the Liberty Bowl, beat Kansas. Kansas was a good team, so 4 on offense, 4 on defense. Western Carolina, Kent State, BYU, Florida International is their non-conference schedule. Auburn, 5-7, 6 last year, 3 on offense. Ooh, 8 on defense coming back. Massachusetts, Cal, Samford, and New Mexico State on their non-conference. LSU shocked the hell out of a lot of people. Shocked me. I thought they were going to be, I thought they'd make a bowl game, but I had no idea they were going to play for the SEC championship. 10-4, 6-2 last year. Lost the SEC to Georgia. Just totally whooped Purdue in the Citrus Bowl. 8 on offense coming back, 5 on defense. Florida State start the year off again. Grambling, Army, Georgia State, part of their non-conference schedule. Mississippi State Bulldogs 9-4, 4-4. Won the ReliaQuest Bowl, beat Illinois. 7 on offense, not bad. 4 on defense coming back. Southeast Louisiana, Arizona, Western Michigan, Southern Miss on their non-conference schedule. Ole Miss Rebels 8-5, 4-4 last year. Lost the Texas Bowl to Texas Tech. 8 on offense coming back. 5 on defense, but hey. Mercer, Tulane, Georgia Tech, Louisiana Monroe on their non-conference schedule. But they got a tough schedule. Tulane, Bama, Georgia, LSU. They're going to have a tough schedule this year. Texas A&M. I have no more faith in Jimbo Fisher. I said I'm going to, just like, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm going to watch. 1 loss, I'm going to be upset. 2, I'm going to be pissed. 3, I'm done. So I'm done. It's ridiculous. It really is freaking ridiculous. If you're an Aggie fan, you know what I'm talking about. You love your team, you want them to win, but when you see the potential, it's just not. I don't know, man. Sometimes Jimbo should probably go run a conference, huh? Anyway, 7 on offense coming back, 8 on defense. Yeah, we'll see. New Mexico, Miami, Louisiana Monroe, Abilene Christian. Last but not least, our last conference of 2023 college football preview, the Sunbelt. East, Appalachian State, 6-6, 3-5, 4 on offense, 5 on defense. Gardner-Webb, North Carolina, East Carolina, and Wyoming on their non-conference. Coastal Carolina, I can never say their name. Chanticleers? I don't know. I can't never pronounce it. 9-4, 6-2 last year. Lost the Sunbelt championship to Troy. And adding insult to injury, they also lost the Birmingham Bowl to East Carolina. 6 on offense, 6 on defense. Nice, coming back. UCLA, Jacksonville State, Army, and Duquesne are on their non-conference schedule. Georgia Southern, 6-5, 3-5 last year. Lost the Camilla Bowl to Buffalo. 6 on offense, 3 on defense coming back. Citadel, UAB, Wisconsin, Ball State on their non-conference schedule. Georgia State Panthers, 4-8, 3-5. 5 on offense, 4 on defense coming back. Rhode Island, UConn, Charlotte, and LSU. Non-conference schedule. James Madison Dukes, 8-3, 6-2 last year. 5 on offense, 7 on defense coming back. Bucknell, Virginia, Utah State, and UConn. All part of their non-conference schedule. Marshall, Thundering Herd, 9-4, 5-3 last year. Won the Myrtle Beach Bowl, beat UConn. 6 on offense, 3 on defense coming back. Albany, East Carolina, Virginia Tech, North Carolina State, non-conference schedule. Old Dominion Monarchs, 3-9, 2-6. 5 on offense, 3 on defense. Virginia Tech, Wake Forest, Texas A&M Commerce, and Liberty, non-conference schedule. And the last but not least for this year, the West Division of the Sunbelt. Arkansas State Red Wolves, 3-9, 1-7 last year. 2 on offense coming back. 5 on defense. Might be a long year for them. And especially when you got Oklahoma on your schedule. I know Oklahoma's not Oklahoma like they used to be, but I surely think they can beat Arkansas State. Arkansas State also has Memphis, Stony Brook, and UMass. Louisiana Raging Cajuns, 6-7, 4-4. Lost the Independence Bowl to Houston. 6 on offense, 4 on defense, not bad. Northwestern State, UAB, Buffalo, and Minnesota That is their non-conference schedule. South Alabama Jaguars, 10-3, 7-1. Man, what a team. But they lost the New Orleans Bowl to Western Kentucky. 9 on offense, 9 on defense coming back. Might be a hell of a team. They do play Tulane, which Tulane's tough. Southeast Louisiana, they're a playoff team in the FCS. So Oklahoma State and Central Michigan. So they might have a few non-conference tough games, but man, they're loaded. Southern Miss Golden Eagles, 7-6, 4-4 on the year last year. Won the Living Tree Bowl, beat Rice. 7 on offense, 6 on defense, not bad. Alcorn State, Florida State, Tulane, Mississippi State. Non-conference schedule. Texas State Bobcats, 4-8, 2-6. 1 starter comes back on offense. So you might say, hey, well, maybe the defense can pick it up. 3 coming back on defense. Might be a tough year in San Marcos again. Especially if you got Baylor and UTSA on your schedule. Jackson State and Nevada, non-conference schedule. Troy Trojans, 12-2, 7-1 last year. Beat Coastal Carolina, won the Sunbelt Conference, won the Cure Bowl, beat UTSA, who's been a damn good team the last few years. 7 on offense, 5 on defense coming back. Watch out for Troy. Stephen F. Austin, which is sometimes they're a good team, sometimes they're not. Kansas State, Western Kentucky. Those are 2 non-conferences that could be tough. And then they play Army. So we'll see what happens. Last but not least, Louisiana Monroe Warhawks, 4-8, 3-5 last year. 5 on offense, 4 on defense coming back. Non-conference includes Army, Lamar, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. That is it for our conference preview. Like I said, 15 days. 2 weeks from tomorrow, college football is back, thank God. Sometimes this month between media days and the first weekend of college football, that's the longest damn month in the world, I swear. Anyway, hey, y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe, and if you're in a hot place like us, stay cool. Drink plenty of water, kids. That's your key. Unless something major happens, I'll be back the Sunday before that. The first Saturday is August 26th. I'll be back that Sunday to preview the games coming up. Unless, like I said, something major happens, then I'll be back on some news or something. Anyway, hey, if you got a little bit of summer left, enjoy it. We'll see you next time.